Welcome to This Week in Warframe, a series where I keep you updated on the past week of Warframe, from announcements made by DE that don't necessarily warrant their own videos, to community fan art posts and updates. So without further ado, let's go over Dee's announcements and news from the 30th of September to the 14th of October. So first off, last week we received update 23.10. I won't be going over everything in the update because it is a 20-minute segment, and I already made a video separately for that. So if you care about everything in that update, I'll leave a link to the video as well as the patch notes so that you can get caught up on all the fixes. But to go over some of the content quickly, there is now the Chimera prologue in the game. After you complete the sacrifice quest, go to your personal quarters and interact with the object. There is also the arbitrations, elite alerts, or lethal alerts, whatever you want to call them. They're the endgame levels, and for a full overview, check out the update video, or read the forum post. There was also the introduction of two new weapons, the Publicist and the Falkor, both of which need to be researched in your clan dojo's research rooms. For the Falkor, that is at your Corpus research room, and for the Publicist, that's at your biolab, or you can purchase them outright at the in-game market. There's also the two new weapon skins, a machete skin and a dual dagger skin, and then there's the other additions to the game, such as ABC operator customization, Sentinel precepts, which you can purchase from Cephalon Samaris, the infinite gear wheel, infinite charges for your Skywing, 7 new Captura scenes, the daily tribute changes, Revenant changes, Saren changes, Phantasma alt-fire changes, and new additions as well as changes to the fucking dojo. There is also further rollout of UI 3.0, melee sound changes, and a bunch of other changes. So I said that word a lot, but yeah, if you want to know everything that happened in that update, a link to the video, the forum post, as well as everything else that I talk about in today's series will be in the description down below, as well as the two hotfixes that were released after the mainline update. Now, of course, with each of these major updates, there are forum threads dedicated to players' feedback, so if you want a direct link to that, there will be a lethal alert feedback mega thread and a bug report mega thread in the description down below. Anyway, moving on, there was the announcement of a new Prime bundle for Twitch Prime users. So if you have a Twitch account with Twitch Prime enabled and it's linked to your Warframe account, you can pick up a Prime pack on October 16th, which will include the Vectis Prime, the Fang Prime, and a exclusive Sugatra. And they also announced in this forum thread that the Trinity Prime bundle has been extended till March of 2019. Now, during Prime Time, they also announced a new statue that players can currently pre-order, and that is the Excalibur Umbra statue. Now, there are currently two ways that you can purchase this. You can get the collection, which comes with the exclusive Excalibur Umbra t-shirt, which you can order for 140 USD, or you can just get the statue by itself, which is 120 USD. You will have up until November 9th to pre-order the statue, the shirt, or the bundle, and then it will eventually be shipped out in late March of 2019. Now, for console players, 2 weeks ago they released your update of update 23.8.2, which brought you the Nezha Deluxe Collection, Nezha's Changes, further release of Tenogen, some augments, and a bunch of other content, as well as the launch of the Pyrus Project. Now, as of recording this video, that Pyrus Project event is still live, and you will have up until the 18th of October to engage in it and get some of the rewards. Before the launch of the mainline update, update 23.10, DE Steve did a stream on Twitch. Now, it was a 2-hour stream, but there was a couple of little notices that he talked about. So first off, the new renderer, which he was talking about in previous weeks, will be coming in 2019, and that will also mean that there's the retirement of DirectX 9 and Windows XP, at least support for it. The Corpus Gas City tileset will have its remastered assets eventually used to update other Corpus assets in the future. However, the main focus for that is just the Gas City itself. He also teased a little bit of footage for the destruction of the Corpus Gas City tileset. Whether that is a part of the tileset itself or the upcoming lore that they have talked about previously, we will have to wait and find out. Now, he also showed off some of the mining changes, which he has also teased previously, and instead of, tracing a line like we currently do, he is at the moment working on this new system, where there'll be dots that the player has to keep the mining tool on there, and you have to heat up the dot until you reach the point where you get a reward. He also touched on Melee 3.0 and its release date, He did say possibly this fall, he hopes for it, but he also stated later in the stream that Fortuna will be the main priority, and Melee 3.0 will be after Fortuna's release, which will hopefully be within the next month, as he did say on the stream as well. Now, Steve also mentioned for those trial players, the raid players, that they are working on an experiment at the moment. However, as they've stated previously with the original statement of their removal, they want to make trials and raids more accessible to the overall player base. And the final little bit of notice that he did state in the stream was that there will be Riven disposition changes coming in the future, which we all have expected at this point because they're out of fucking hand. Now, for those wondering about Tenogen choices, how they choose which Tenogen items are going to be put in the game and whatnot, D.E. Taylor did respond to a couple of comments on the Tenogen Round 14 Accepted Items forum thread, giving a little overview and insight into how they choose specific items. Now, DevStream 118 was also announced to be on October 19th, so look forward to that. They haven't announced what they will be talking about, but it will be October 19th. For people going to PAX Australia and hoping for Tenno VIP to be there, it won't be. They said they couldn't make it this year. You won't be seeing the community team or others there, sadly. Now back to Xbox players. You guys can currently pick up a Warframe avatar item, which is Excalibur. You can get him for free at the moment, but they will be locking him doing challenges or something in the form of the Warframe game in the future, but for now you can get it for free. Now moving on to Twitter posts. There weren't a few because it was mostly mainline stuff that they talked about previously, and it's now in the game, so therefore it's irrelevant. But first off was Steve showing us a visual of them fixing some of the bugs using different character models and whatnot. It's a pretty funny little video, but, you know, it's just that, and I felt like sharing it. The second tweet was from Pablo replying to someone asking about the ability to get blueprints or duplicates of the blueprints for the login reward weapons, and Pablo said they discussed it but they decided not to do it. I would like to know the reasoning why they wouldn't give out blueprints for items they get through login rewards, but hey, I guess that's their decision. The third tweet was from George, the audio director at Digital Extremes, just giving us a preview of the new track coming with Fortuna. I'll let that play out now. Okay, so community fan art. Now this time we're going to be following the Inktober 2018 Warframe mega thread that they made for a Warframe themed Inktober. So this week's episode will be covering Ender XL2's Inktober post, showing his Day 1 Poisonous, Day 2 Tranquil, Day 3 Roasted, Day 4 Spell, Day 5 Chicken, Drooling, Exhausted, Star, Precious, Blowing, Cruel, Whale, Guarded, and Clock. That's what we're at the moment. They look amazing, and I look forward to covering more in the future weeks of recording this stuff. Anyway, that concludes this week in Warframe. If you found the video informative, make sure to leave a like. If you think I can improve upon the series in any way, shape, or form, make sure to leave it in a comment down below, as well as your thoughts on anything else that I talked about here today. If you want to see the previous This Week in Warframe episode, the annotation to that video will be on the screen at the moment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.